Venezuela, a country known for its breathtaking landscapes, vibrant culture, and rich natural resources. Home to the world's largest oil reserves, the majestic Angel Falls, and diverse wildlife, a place that was once known as the richest in South America.
¿Qué piensa la muchacha que pila y pila? ¿Qué piensa el hombre torvo junto a la vieja? ¿Qué dicen las campanas de la capilla? En sus notas que tristes parecen quejas.
In the early 20th century, the discovery of vast oil reserves transformed Venezuela. By the 1950s, it was the world's largest oil exporter. Cities flourished with new infrastructure, bustling businesses, and thriving communities. The people enjoyed a high standard of living, with access to education, healthcare, and modern amenities. The streets of Caracas were bustling with life, filled with optimism and pride in being Venezuelan.
Alumbrando pueblos tristes, que de historias, que de penas, que de lágrimas me dice.
The oil wealth brought about a golden age, where progress and prosperity were the norms. Families thrived, culture blossomed, and Venezuela was seen as a beacon of opportunity in South America. In 1998, everything changed. Hugo Chavez was elected president, riding a wave of popular support with promises to uplift the poor and redistribute wealth.
En Venezuela viene su hora, y es que llegó la hora del pueblo.
His Bolivarian revolution aimed to nationalize key industries and use oil revenues to fund social programs. For a time, it seemed the promise of a better future was within reach. However, Chavez's administration soon revealed significant flaws. Mismanagement and widespread corruption plagued his government. Despite initial successes in reducing poverty and improving literacy rates, the long-term economic policies began to falter. Nationalized industries suffered from inefficiency and lack of investment. Oil revenues, instead of being saved for future stability, were heavily spent on short-term social programs. As oil prices plummeted, the economy started to crumble. Inflation soared, and shortages of basic goods became common.
Queridos compatriotas que nos escuchan y nos ven en todo el territorio de la patria y nuestros hermanos del mundo. Hoy, 5 de marzo, luego de haber acudido a la reunión del Consejo de Ministros y de la Dirección Político-Militar de la Revolución, recibimos la información más dura y trágica que podamos transmitir a nuestro pueblo. A las 4:25 de la tarde de hoy, 5 de marzo, ha fallecido el comandante presidente Hugo Chávez Frías.
After the death of Hugo Chavez in 2013, Nicolas Maduro became president of Venezuela, continuing the socialist policies of his predecessor. Chavez's administration had been marked by significant social spending, funded by high oil prices, which temporarily improved living conditions for many. However, mismanagement, corruption, and a lack of diversification in the economy began to sow the seeds of future problems. Upon taking office, Maduro faced declining oil prices, which severely impacted Venezuela's oil-dependent economy. Rather than adjusting policies, his government continued Chavez's practices, exacerbating the economic situation. Today, Venezuela faces an economic collapse of unprecedented proportions. Hyperinflation, reaching levels unseen in modern history, has rendered everyday goods unaffordable. Food and medicine are scarce, and many have fled their homes in search of a better life. Infrastructure is failing, and basic services such as electricity, water, and healthcare are in disarray, The political situation has also deteriorated. The people are rising up, demanding fair elections and basic human rights. Protests have erupted outside the Miraflores Palace, with citizens calling the recent elections a robbery. The 2018 presidential election, in which Maduro claimed victory, was widely condemned as fraudulent by international observers and many Venezuelans. In response, opposition leader Juan Guaidó declared himself interim president in 2019, citing constitutional provisions, and gained recognition from over 50 countries, including the United States and many European nations. Despite this, Maduro has maintained power with the support of the military and key allies, such as Russia, China, and Cuba. The situation remains tense and volatile. The 2020 parliamentary elections, boycotted by the opposition, resulted in a landslide victory for Maduro's party, further consolidating his power. In 2021 and 2022, sporadic protests continued, but the government responded with a heavy hand, leading to numerous arrests and reports of human rights abuses. In the most recent 2024 elections, Maduro once again claimed victory amid widespread accusations of vote rigging and suppression of the opposition. International observers have criticized the elections as neither free nor fair, and the legitimacy of Maduro's government continues to be questioned. Economic sanctions from the United States and other countries remain in place, further straining the already fragile economy. The world watches as Venezuelans fight for their future. Despite the harsh conditions, the spirit of the people remains unbroken. They continue to demand democracy, freedom, and the restoration of their basic human rights. The courage of the Venezuelan people serves as an inspiration to many around the globe. It is a reminder that the fight for freedom and democracy is a universal struggle, and it is a call to action for all who believe in these fundamental principles. To the people of Venezuela, your resilience and determination show the strength of the human spirit. The path ahead may be tough, but your fight for a free and democratic Venezuela is right and important. Stand strong, because your cause matters. You are not alone. The world stands with you. As Simón Bolívar said, when tyranny becomes law, rebellion is a right.
¿Qué dicen las campanas de la capilla en sus notas que